Welcome, guys.
We're back like we never left.
Like Mkolo.
Jonga,
Asbuganga. By the way, we heard the kids were saying things about us.
But we are sleepy.
But we are old and lacking.
Wow.
But anyway, we're not
We
here to
are
fight.
the founders.
No, we're not here to fight.
We're not here to fight.
Not here to fight in the physical.
Yeah, you know.
Battle is in the spiritual.
This is our house.
Yes.
Guys, okay. Hey, you feel
long.
it felt like we were on vacation. Eh?
Yeah, like it felt like we had
We're back.
what did the other people call it? A sabbatical.
A sabbatical.
No.
But it's open doors for backsliding. Just saying. Anyway, so we are back, guys. We are back more than ever. Back in Jengomkolo. Basically, we are more energetic than you found us.
Yes. We were having our people on here for June Youth Month. Younger. We are young, just younger.
We are one somewhere.
Yeah, the younger people, they were here doing their thing. We were just so proud of them. So shout out to Tando, Soni, and Nzako. And by the way, I go, but if you're new here, my name is Palesa, the one and only. Jesus is Jesus Christ.
Jesus is one and only.
Man, if not me, then who?
Boy Sinikiwe here. Sinikiwe here, yes. And we have my brother here.
The OG. You know, the big man.
Kaba.
The founder, the CEO.
Mr. Dula himself.
I him. Saint Figgy didn't call.
It is him.
The president.
He is him.
Oh, guys.
Clap your hands.
We don't have events like that, sorry. Anyway, sorry guys, the energy is everywhere. But yeah, man, it's actually been bad, guys.
I haven't even said my name. Yabon.
No, it's because you're giving yourself so many names and the Lord said you are Musa.
Meleni.
Medeni.
Remember that name and say name.
Anyway,
guys.
on brighter news. Yeah, see the Sirapa, we are right, we are alive, we didn't go anywhere. We just thought, like Palesa said, we need to give the youth and to show you that ministry doesn't die in the youth. It only revives, it only grows. And we wanted to do it as a twist in youth, not to say we are not youthful, but just to show you the youth is being impacted by the word of God. So,
Yes.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We had...
It's also to show what Sinikiwe is saying is that, you know, young people are not leaving God. In fact, young people are really coming back to God, trying to get into the game, you know what I mean? And that's part of what we're actually going to be talking about today is being part of discipleship and being in the game of discipleship. It's so interesting to me, actually, when I was reading the word this week. The New Testament actually speaks a lot about believers, refers to believers as disciples. And it's so interesting to me is that as a believer, if I say that I believe in the Lord, I believe in Christ, I ought to then be his disciple, you know. And so and so by the way, the oaks that you guys saw here are the oaks that we have the privilege of discipling. We have the privilege of laying down our lives. And if maybe you don't know what discipleship is, it's basically... It's being a disciple is you following someone with the intention of being like them. Of being formed in the character of Christ, essentially. But yeah, I mean, how was it like for you and Sinikiwe seeing your gents here, your children,
again,
your
besides
spiritual children?
them calling us old.
Papa.
Yeah, no, Zazi. I think it's very rewarding, man. I think you know when they say that ministry, you tend to not see your fruit now, and to see the way they think. And like I said, we always say to our viewers, nothing we do here is rehearsed or coerced in any way. And just like not pushing us to do this. Neither are we practicing to do this. We just do it from the outpouring and the outflow from our hearts. So to see where their hearts are at gives you motivation as a leader or as someone who has spiritual guidance over them to say you're doing something right. Like your efforts are not falling on deaf ears.
Right. They're not in vain.
Yeah, they're not in vain, man. And your prayers are being heard. Because sometimes you pray and you're like,
You know that Jackson. You know that Jackson. The Apostle Paul. Paul said, "I've cried for. I prayed for you with tears." And I'm like, yo.
I know,
Yeah, no.
clap now.
Yeah.
Ziawa, I'm trying to catch them. But
No, yeah.
so it's for me, it's that, man. I'm very proud. I'm glad to see their growth. I know it's not out of my efforts. And I say this humbly because there's things, and you know this, man. There's things where you can't take ownership of. Yeah, there's things where really you are like, God, yeah, no, this one was you alone. And for me, it's just a proud moment to say, hey, the boys are growing. They have their own relationship with God.
And conviction.
Their own conviction with God. So for me, that was it.
Yeah, I think for me, seeing one of the girls that I get to, it's a privilege really to, sometimes you do, I'm not gonna lie, I think as a spiritual mother, or you know how we refer to it, sometimes you do feel like, you know, they have the privilege to have me in their lives, and you know they shouldn't do whatever, be thankful. No, but even the Apostle Paul himself says, Uguti, it gives me so much joy to see you walking in the ways of the Lord. It's like a crown on my head. So, and it's like they become your legacy, or be it physically, even spiritually, they become worse than you, whether in a good way or in a bad way. And seeing them just,
They amplify your needs.
yeah, like they just become, well, they have even more conviction and more urgency and more, not shy. Generally, I'm not a shy person, but to also just see some of the girls who come in and they're shy and they just open up and they blossom and they become everything that, and they conquer in every single way. And you know, Wuti, God forbid if I die, you know, that indlela zikaNkulunkulu and the love of God will continue the next generation, which is, that's where the real life is.
That's the art of discipleship.
That's the art of discipleship. Arts. Explain to us.
So, sir, yeah, yourself, I'll link into it.
I think with me, I was behind the scenes, by the way.
BTS.
You know, me, I was there like, listening,
Get ready.
just making sure with it. Guys, you guys have 5 minutes now.
Just directing. Just creating the atmosphere.
You know?
Yeah.
But I think being behind the scenes was a touching or good experience.
Okay.
Seeing that, you know, these young people, the way they were speaking, you know, and what they were telling, even me myself was like, I have to go back and kneel and ask God for some forgiveness here, yeah. And, you know, the powerful thing is about discipleship is, you know, once you have the right leader, you move in the right direction. And also, it also says in the word that Jesus says it himself is, go out and go make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Teach. So this means this, and we're not doing this, or this is not for show, but this is actually a command that came from Jesus. And when you do something that comes from Jesus, there's always what? A blessing. That's why even at such a young age, they were able to touch a person like me, and I was touched by with some of the things that they were saying. It's because you see that they are guided and they're listening to what? The word of the Lord. So really, it was nice being behind the scenes, you know, and just listening. As much as they say we were sleeping, I was sleeping behind the scenes.
You're wide awake.
Wide awake.
Focused for the next vision. Gazing on the horizon.
Seeing what could be.
And what is to be.
You know? But no, guys, you know, it just comes back to reading the word, and but it's always right when we look at the New Testament. Jesus does say a lot of times, go make disciples, you know, go spread the good news, go preach, you know, and you know, one thing about Christian, we need to have friends who are in the words, because iron sharpens iron. Exactly. Yeah. And seeing those young people, it was just iron sharpening iron to a point where they're sharpening by iron. You see? So, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so why I call it an art. Guys, it's a masterpiece. It's something once you're in it, you'll understand at the revelation of it. I think people think discipleship is only work. But then you start looking at parents. Why be a parent then if you're not going to do the work? Why be involved in people's lives if you're not going to take the task seriously, you know?
Yeah.
We only celebrating now. I think it was our pastor who said he's only seeing the fruits of his labor only now, and that man has been in ministry for about 30 plus years, and it's
Three.
not 30 plus.
Oh, 30.
I was about to say 3.
No, 30 plus.
I
And it hit me because
Yeah.
sometimes art takes time. And it takes time not because it's not working, but because it needs to be refined.
But also, to add on that, yeah, it's discipline as well.
Exactly. Art is also a discipline.
Yeah.
And discipleship, why I'm saying it's an art is it's beautiful to those who are in it, who understand it, who do it. Art can be beautiful to the painter and to the person perceiving the paint.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay. But you don't actually see the work that goes into it until you are the one that is the artist that is
That is
okay.
diving into it, because true beauty of art is the one who does the work.
It's not just marveling at
It's
it.
not just marveling, and it's not just being a spectator.
Like football, by the way.
Wow.
Being a spectator.
By the way, I see it.
By the way.
Those who ready for Canada, just say.
No, we are. Oh, by the time we watch this, we would have won the World Cup. Yeah.
God knows.
By the way, I'm just saying I'm representing Mafana Fana, and I hear what Steve is saying, because when I think about the game itself, it's so easy for me to just be a spectator when I'm not involved in the pitch, the arts of football. Messi just, how he just paints the whole field as it's like a canvas. It's art. And for me personally, I can look at an example, and I'm criticizing from home, and I'm like, if I was there, I would do this and that differently. But until I'm doing the actual work, I won't get it. And so it's the same as discipleship. Until I'm actually laying down my life for others, until I'm actually loving people, I will always be the spectator or the bench warmer, saying that, oh, if I was the pastor, if I was the leader. And there's nothing wrong with you seeing things that can be fixed, but it's something. When you're actually not in the game, you will never understand the work that comes into putting the different colors together, for you to paint that canvas.
The hue,
exactly.
writing,
You'll never get it. You can see our guys and the girl that was here for June month, and you can be like, wow, like, actually they're spitting bars and all of that. But you don't know the work that went into them missing a prayer session in the morning, and you saying, hey man, get up, you can do this. You can join prayer, you can go and invite someone. Why are you just coming to church alone? What are you doing with your salvation? You don't know the frustrations of the painter or of the leader, of wanting to just give up on the paint, or want to just give up on the artwork sometimes. Okay, so I think from a person perspectively, as a person who really likes soccer, I hear what Sinikiwe is saying is that unless I'm not in the game, unless I'm not being the artist or whatever the case may be, I won't get it.
No, I don't get it.
Because
I won't get it.
it's also in the hard work. When the work is done, you have the right to appreciate the art as well. And you also have what's this word, intuition on how you can do the art better, on how you can refine it for the next generation, on how you can grow from it yourself so that others can learn from. The whole goal of discipleship, guys, it's like parenting. You always want the best for your children.
True.
You always want them to start from your shoulders, not start from the ground where you're at. But you always want your children to start. And I'm speaking, I don't have a kid. We all don't have kids here, but we have a childlike nature in us that wants better for other people. Unless yeah, a person.
Or you're not even childlike, but like parental, because it's spiritual parenting.
And the beauty about it, or the way you only grow, is also why I added the childlike is in order for you to
Okay.
be, you know, a great father, you need to know what it's like to be a great
Son
So,
or
in order
daughter.
for you to be a great mother, you need to be a great daughter, and vice versa. And it's going back to those roots of being childlike and learning that art, because it's an art on its own, and it's that nature. But really, discipleship in its core is just teaching people that not everything revolves around you. There's people who need you, yes. There's people who look up to you, yes. But the art of it is always having a heart of being a servant.
Sure.
The only way discipleship works is when the art of it is being a servant. Being a servant to people, whether you know them or don't know them, being a servant to your fellow co-laborers in the faith, being just being able to see beyond what the now is, having a foresight. And that's discipleship, or at least my understanding of discipleship.
Yeah.
The beauty
And
of
I think,
it,
to speak back from that, Musa spoke about being behind the scenes and being so inspired. But was there something in you, Jomela, put you actually want to be in the game as well? Like, I want to be a part of this, or
yeah.
I think for me, it was conviction. Quite a lot. I think, sure. I think a little bit of my story. I think let me share a bit of my story so that you guys understand. So I think with me is being a disciple. Number one, you need to learn to be humble and being able to take correction, and also being in places where you feel uncomfortable. Okay. And what got me there is, as much as I think you guys know by now, I've always been saying this, I've been in church for the longest of time. And what got me is when they were speaking is I used to think about the time before I left church. And I was like, okay, I had a
you
solid...
left churches and not, no, you left churches, you left Christianity.
I left Christianity.
Wow.
Here we go.
Just, not
There
just
we
the
go. Not even
building.
a building.
Not the building.
Not the faith itself.
Yeah.
Like itself. Wow. Uprooted yourself.
And I remember that when when I left fruit behind, which are my disciples.
Yeah.
I left all of that, and really I was really going in a point where I'm like, okay, now I'm getting somewhere. And coming back, because now always when you come back, you start again from scratch, you build your way up. And I remember as they were talking and I was looking at them speaking, I was like, yo, where is my fruit? You know? And you look at it in the light
Where is
of...
my art to marvel at?
Sure.
You look at it
It's
and you're like,
canvas.
It's not.
it's like you said, the canvas. They're like, where is my canvas? Is it black? Why is it blank? Why? I was busy. Why did I stop? And now I'm like, yo, okay. What they're doing now is they're inspiring me to what? Go back, go look for that canvas, open it up again and be like, okay, so I started here.
I could dream again.
I can dream again and I need to finish what I've started. Because the seed was planted.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Because one thing we forget is
We got no limits.
we
Bring the canvas back.
Let's just revive this canvas. Let's put it in the light. Let's put it in the lots, please.
one thing about this is there's a seed. We plant the seed. One or two things will happen with the seed. Either you water it, and the more you water it, the seed will what? Grow forever.
Yeah.
Or you just leave it, it would eventually do what? Either it will stay there for however long, and then it would eventually just die out, or will never grow, or it could grow. I don't know. Those people who do flowers will know.
Yeah.
But anyways, my explanation is the seed was planted. It was watered. I stopped watering it. And it comes back to a canvas and you start growing it. You stop. So now you need to go back, pick up from where you left off, and you continue. So discipleship is not easy. Yeah, it's difficult. But it's what we need. Because you do need that person. And I like what Sinikiwe said. It's you being a son, and you have this person who is challenging you, telling you, hey, that's wrong. You know, like a father, you know that, hey, this is wrong for my son, this is wrong for my daughter. But that's what we need as well, because hey, sometimes hey, we think of things that hey,
We think we know.
Yeah, and I love how you bringing the hardships part of it, because it's not easy.
it's not.
It's really
It's not. It's not. I remember at church, one of the pastors was like, "We're tired.
Yeah, we are
We know
going
we have
on.
we have people just like, we're done now.
I'm on my reserve.
Take the wheel, Lord."
But yeah, that's why how Musa put it, I guess it's the dusting off the canvas sometimes, because you realize that, or at least as the artist, and I'm thinking of it. Let me cook.
They don't cook.
I think
No, the zone.
at least what I think and what keeps me going is how Jesus lived life, and how he saw us as his canvas. He had the greatest pressure he could find, but he knew if he didn't finish this canvas, there wouldn't be anybody to marvel at this canvas. And he didn't do it for himself. Most artists, I think, they don't do it for themselves, but I think they do it because it will speak to someone's life at the end of the day. Where they marvel, like as you said, me discipling and Zako and Shoni helped you get back to dreaming again. Yes. But I didn't see that. So that's why I say
Hectic.
discipleship is an art, because I learned something from them too. But I didn't know that what the bars they were spitting were helping
Hectic.
you now, who's been in the game, get back in the game.
Do you know what the crazy thing is? And you're so right, because even the greatest paintings of all Van Gogh.
Van Gogh,
Yes.
Sound Art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he
Mona
was doing the
Lisas.
painting, he didn't, and I don't think he knew the impact that it would
You
make.
don't read.
Chain. I mean, it's still.
It's worth.
Oh my gosh, like it's still one of the most greatest paintings ever. But when he was cooking, when he was painting, he was not aware of the fact that Guguti in the next 10 years and then it will outlive him.
Yes.
So art ought to outlive it, the creator. You know, even Paul even says that God says that for you are my masterpiece, created for great works.
Yes.
So it really is that discipleship is that we're just the masterpiece of God, each and every single one of us. But there has to be someone who sees that there is something in you. There is something in you to be extracted. There's something in you for great works to be done. I don't know. I'm saying a lot of things. What's Neo is saying is just so mind-boggling, guys, and it's
So it's that,
great,
guys.
man.
It's that. It's and when you understand that it's not about you, things like this can happen. Where someone who you never thought needed impact gets impacted. And that's why I say sometimes you sit down and you're like, hey God, this couldn't have been me. This
Yeah.
I did the
You
work.
can't take.
I planted, but the watering, it was you.
That's the Lord's
Because
doing.
we are fallible as people.
No, for real.
We
Be
get
for
tired,
short.
we get tired. We treat things in a fleshly manner.
Oh,
And by fleshly, I mean we give up quick, or we don't see the worth of what we've started, and it gets to a point where it's just like, what's the point? And then you remind yourself, you pick up that canvas, you pick up that pencil, you pick up that paintbrush, and you start again. And it's when you're in the trenches, you start having joy. It's when you wake up for 5 a.m. prayers. It's when you do your devotion. Devotion basically getting to your personal time with God. It's when you go back into the streets and evangelize and speak to people. It's when you hear what problems people are having. You realize, hey, my problems are not really problems.
But we need to talk about that. I think in the next episode, actually, we need to talk about the difficulties of the real things, like how even as the painter, your life is not accurate as well. You know, you can do so much more, so much better. You know, and yeah, we need to maybe speak about that also in the next episode.
But I'm loving where this is going.
I absolutely.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's been a while, guys.
It's been a while.
Back. But I'm hoping you understanding. I don't know. It's something. It really needs. Yeah. It needs diving into more, and like you said, let's get to it. Let's get to the crux of it, man. Even the heaviness.
Yeah, and I mean the church and I say the church, I mean the bride of Christ needs discipleship more than ever right now. In fact, it's needed in every avenue, not just in the building. We need it in governments. We need leaders. We need people who will lay down their lives for others, who will serve others, understanding Wuti. If me, Palesa, I'm not staying in the area that I'm staying anymore, I need to have 12 other Paleses who will continue the art, the heart of the art, the art of the heart.
The art of the heart is to
That-
have the art to make the art. And in closing, thank you so much, guys. It's going left. But we really want to close it in this manner to say, keep on painting, keep on dreaming. Let God help you with every stroke.
Yeah, it's making the
With
sense.
every paint, let Him give you the vision. Let Him be your direction. And eventually you will finish that artwork and everybody will marvel at the masterpiece. See you on the next episode.
Yeah.